Hey there, YouTubers and fans of the Nissan Xterra. This is Salvador, Los Angeles, and I'm going to review this 2014 Nissan Xterra. I want to give a shout out to Costa Mesa Nissan on Harbor Boulevard off the 405 freeway in Costa Mesa, California. Lava red is the color. This is an X model, which is the lowest end model. It goes X, S, and Pro 4X. There is no more Xterras after 2015. This is the second generation Xterra. There's been two generations. I believe it was either 1999 or 2000 to 2004. It was the first 4 or 5 years that had the first generation body type. So it's been from 2005 to 2015 that they've had this body style. I really like the front end. I think it's got what would be considered an aggressive look to it. And this is a wind deflector or a bug deflector. And that's going to run you about $75. I think it just has that look that something's supposed to be here, but it's not. It's going to run you about $700 if you go through the dealership if you wanted to add these fog lights. Side view mirrors can be put in or out. The X model does not come with those side moldings there that are right there on the door, and does not come with the side rails, with the steps. Those are optional. Those are going to run you about $230. They've proven to be very neat in just getting in and out of the vehicle, especially for my mother and my grandmother. The bottom outer edge of the Xterra, it just doesn't look like it's done yet. It literally looks like they stopped smoothing out the metal at the bottom. So to me, the side rails kind of hide it. I step on the side step, and then I hang on here, and then I get inside because it's fun. I like to feel like I'm actually climbing into the vehicle, almost like a spaceship. So there's a fun factor for me. These mud guards, also called splash guards, gonna run you about $120 for the pair in the front and the back. Those did not come on the car. The X model does not come with these rims. I believe these are an upgraded rim. The X model comes with very, very basic rims. If you can just imagine the most basic a rim could be. These tires I really love, because I've seen Xterra with smoother tires. I just think that Xterra looks so much better when you have off-road tires. Dynapro ATM 26570 R16 112T. It's a 4.0 liter V6 with 261 horsepower, a 281 pounds per feet of torque, rear wheel drive with a 5,000 pound towing capacity. Gasoline is 1622, that's 16 city, 22 highway, so it's about an 18 miles per gallon combined, which is very bad. That's one of the reasons why they stopped making Xterras, is because people got tired of the poor gas mileage. The gas tank is 21 gallons. If you know that your car gets an average of 18 miles per gallon and you get 21 gallons, you know how far that you can go. You can just go over to the gas and just pull it open. I like it when you can release it from the inside. Well, what I added was a locking gas cap. It does have a windshield wiper on the back. I wish that this back window opened. Otherwise, I got to open up the giant door every time to access the back. I'm actually pulling the whole thing up from the handle. It's its own separate piece that's attached. Whereas on my last car, you're actually gripping underneath the car and pulling up the actual door itself, which to me felt a little sturdier. And once you have the back up, then you can reach onto this handle, which is very neat to have. I like this a lot. And it feels real sturdy. I really like these handles a lot. They seem a little flimsy, kind of like the back latch, but I really like their placement, and I like that they're vertical. I think is really neat. There's a latch on the back doors, a little lock here. You can lock kids inside. You know, you want to put your kids in the back, but you don't want them to open up the door from the inside. They have this lock. I believe that is a child safety lock. In the Pro 4X, you get a little cool box in here that you can actually put stuff in. I hope you can see this because I'm up above me now. But there's a handle, and you can open up and you can stick stuff like wet shoes or something in there. That's an option on, well, maybe I could do it to this one. I don't know, but definitely an option on the Pro 4X. The back edge of the bumpers have this cool step that you can use to access the roof or higher up on the vehicle, which I think is really nice, and it's just about the same level as the back bumper. This is the only available manufacturer's cargo mat for this model. Now underneath the cargo mat, open this up, and there's another little space for God knows what, maybe just wet items, dirty items. So it's a little cargo area, hideaway underneath this, and then you can put the mat over there. You can buy this mat though for around 70 bucks. This is a cargo cover that then connects right there on both sides. I do not know what these are for, so maybe somebody can tell me. The cargo cover cost me $64 on eBay. We have giant headrests in the back, which are really cool, but I wish you had the option of folding them downward. if you want to increase your visibility and if you want to put these seats forward, which we will in a second, you're going to have to remove these. You then pull up here. Yeah, give it a good one. And then that stows down. Pull this here, down like that, and there you go. So what I do love is that it lays flat. You could drive like this, and you can have room for one passenger in the back, and you still have the ability to put that down. We're going to see what it looks like when you have that other seat down. Really roomy. I mean, you could sleep 2 adults back here, I believe. These hooks, which are quite handy if you want to tie stuff down. Now, the Xterra is famous for the first aid kit, which is stowed on the inside of the door, and you can attach it here. You can see that. This car did not have it. So I bought this on eBay. This one was really clean. I paid, I think, $60. And here is where you access the spare with the tools underneath the back seat. Here is your jack and your tools for jacking up the car and also the spare tires. So you take this long thing here. Some of you may be familiar with this sort of thing. And in the back, you can pull this out, and we have 2 drink holders. They don't seem too sturdy. You probably wouldn't put more than a soda in here. This is one long mat. And you can buy the set. You get 1 long one for the back and 2 for the front. It's going to run you about $120, I believe. These are called the all-season mats, and these are the rubber option. Otherwise, you have the carpeted mat option. You got the long piece in the back. You got 2 separate ones in the front. These are OEM, Original Equipment Manufacturer. They attach via 2 clips. This is a little extra place to place your left foot, so you're working the gas and the brake with your right foot. And this is a little extra piece, especially this is very useful if you're backing up uphill. However, I wish it were a little more pronounced. Here is the door on the inside. Got a lot of space there. You can actually put a bottle of wine, and it fits really great in there. I think they actually made it 4 bottles of wine. You can lock all the windows so you can trap people. I don't know what this A means. I do not know what that means. I don't know what it means. All? Let's turn the key. See what it looks like. Everything all there lit up. Ah, the air conditioner. It's hot out here in California. So I added this steering wheel cover, and it has a pad there at roughly 9 o'clock and roughly 3 o'clock. We have cruise control. I really enjoy using it. Works great. Cancel, on, off. And then over here we have audio controls, cell phone controls. The car does have Bluetooth mode. You can change the mode if you're going to go off your phone probably, or if you're going to go off the radio. So what I wish is that this were more flush. Because what happens is when I first got the car, it took me some time to get used to when I turn the steering wheel. Sometimes I maybe turn like this, and then I was hitting these controls. After having now a car with audio controls and the steering wheel, I really like it a lot. It's very cool to have. You can adjust the interval timer of your windshield wipers, which I think is really cool. And the light is really cool because you can just go like this, both of them, bam, double lights. And you can put your sunglasses in here. There's a space up on the dash, and I'm just not sure what you would put in here. So the only thing I can think is maybe a pen and a paper, because I don't think you're going to necessarily put your phone there or keys there. So I had to add this compass here, little aftermarket compass I got from Pep Boys or something. I can listen to my voicemails through Bluetooth, and I can talk on a cell phone through Bluetooth. But in case you didn't know, and I had to learn this, you can't listen to music through your stereo through Bluetooth. You can listen to phone messages, and you can talk on your phone. But you need to be plugged in to listen to music on your phone. You plug your computer or your phone in there for charging. Got 2 of them there. I wouldn't have minded if they would have maybe just given me one over there and instead put one over here. Glove box. We have one on the bottom, which actually locks. You can lock it, which is cool. And then it has one on the top. We got a little compartment here. I like to put my keys there. Traction control. I have never used this. If this car were a 4-wheel drive, it would be right here. The adjustment into 4-wheel drive. We have overdrive switch right here. I've been driving since I was 12 years old. I've never used the lower gears on an automatic. I've driven exclusively automatics my whole life. And I've never gone into these lower gears, but recently I've been going into these lower gears when I've been going downhill. I think I like it. I think I like it a lot. I don't have to ride the brake as much. Little compartment here for whatever change or whatever. I like to keep this. This rock is from Sedona, Arizona, and this car is lava red. I consider this car my Sedona car. Coming over into the center console, it got a cool place for your knife. I got this from a Native American in Arizona. Keep a weapon in your car, folks. I recommend it. Is that legal? I don't know. Drink holders come out. Really cool, so you can clean on the inside of there, or you can fit a very large, big gulp. You could probably fit there. And you can take these things out and you can wash them. You lift that up there. Put business cards or whatever change. It's got another plug in here, and it's got USB. The seat goes back pretty far. If you have the Pro 4X model, you can lay the seat down. There's a latch here, and you can lay the seat down flat. You hear that? I love the way that sounds. It just sounds really tight and secure. You see where somebody was trying to stick the key in here, try to put the key there. When you buy new, you avoid little things like this, little blemishes. I'm gonna go new on my next car. All right, let's go for a little ride. Overall, I'm very happy with the car. I've had it for 6 months and I would buy it again. I'm very, very happy with this vehicle. My favorite part was driving through a rainstorm up in the Bay Area of California, tremendous rainstorm on the freeway, and I just bulldozed through that rainstorm and I felt really strong driving this car, and it's a far cry from my previous vehicles. This is a real rugged car and I really feel the strength when I drive it. I like the way the engine sounds and I would buy it all over again. The only thing I would do different was I would buy a higher level. I would buy the Pro 4X. So if you can afford a 2015, and we have a limited window right now where you may have the opportunity to buy a new 2015 Pro 4X, or if not a Pro 4X, at least a 2015 Nissan Xterra with very limited miles, or maybe even new, because 6 months ago at the dealership I was able to buy a new Xterra. So I matched up these two cars. I ended up buying the used one, but I would have bought the new one because to me having the 2015 is a cool bragging right that that's it, that's the end of the model. There's no more after 2015. So to be able to say that you have the last of the model ever, I think is really cool. So I'm really excited about this car. I love driving it, and I would recommend you check it out if you don't mind the gas mileage, if you don't mind sucking up a little more gas. But otherwise, it's a fantastic car, and I would buy it again, and I would recommend it to anyone, especially someone who's really sports, athletic, recreational, dirt, outdoor oriented. It's definitely the car for that. This has been Salvador, Los Angeles, with my review of my 2014 Nissan Xterra. Thanks for watching. I'm done driving.